Hello, I'm Linda Willow Roberts from I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. Author, psychic, clairvoyant, certified medium, Reiki master, theta healer, and psychometry expert, creator of the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. You can follow me on the I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. You can please like and subscribe my videos, hop onto YouTube, which is Linda Willow Roberts, or head over to my website to have a look at my services available. I can do a reading for you. You can purchase my cards or my book, 7 Eighths of Me, A Tale of a Spiritual Adventurer, on lindawillowroberts.com.au. Happy Easter, everybody. We're just heading into the Easter. My Easter has gone out the window. I was supposed to be on a plane yesterday and flying to Queensland. That's not going to happen. I was going to the Byron Bay Blues Festival with my daughter, and that has been cancelled. So what do we do when things like that happen? We suck it up, have a little bit of a pity party, but, you know, we're safe. We love each other, my daughter and myself, and yes, we're sad that we can't be together, but we're going to make the most out of FaceTiming. We FaceTimed Wednesday night when we decided to cancel our trip, and I put a mask on just to laugh. That's what we'll do, because she's in Queensland and they have to wear a mask. So I wore a mask while I was FaceTiming her. So try to make the best out of your situation is what I'm trying to say. Now, the energies have been really, really high. Karma, how are you? I'm going to do the astrological readings for Easter, just to let you know what we're dealing with, how you're manifesting, how you're going. But the energies have been so bloody wonky lately, and I've had a few things happen to myself. Everybody knows that I've got a beautiful little kitten named Willow. It seems to me that we're just figuring it out, but I seem to maybe be allergic to him. And so I've been quite ill on and off. So I've been working through those sorts of things, and just being going within and sitting with myself and seeing how I feel and what I want in my life moving forward. So I've had a look at a few behavioural patterns of my own. You know, the best tool that you can use is a self-analysis tool. Something happens in your life, you're looking at, where does this sit in me? Where have the patterns reoccurred? What's Spirit showing me? Is it a test? Do I need to sort it out, look at that lesson, learn it, let it go to Spirit? You know, I was getting into a pattern of myself, was becoming having analysis paralysis, and I hate that. It's thinking of something all the time and you can't get it out of your head, and it's like it's there and you just can't get rid of it, and it's like hammering. Hi Lynn, hi Linda, and it's just hammering at me, and I couldn't stop thinking about certain things, and I call it analysis paralysis. And so that's when you really need, and you really notice, if you're thinking about something all the time and it's about a situation, a person, a place or a thing, and it's not about you and you're not in the moment, that's analysis paralysis. You're thinking about it too much. You know, some people call it overthinking, but I wasn't trying to work something out. I just couldn't get something out of my head, and it was like hooked into me. So I went to my theta healer teacher, and we did some releasing of cutting the cords, releasing patterns in past lives. I looked at when I was thinking about things. I was trying to still my mind, make sure that I was changing it, because really we need to be in the now. If a negative thought pops into your head, you really need to be aware of it, acknowledge it, and then change that thought process. And that's really important. Wow, we're into April. Happy Fool's Day, everybody. I could say I'm 55. I was going to come on and say, hey, I'm pregnant. 55. No, I'm not. That would have been April Fool's. But anyway, it's going to be a really good month. We've got, what have we got? We've got a new moon on the 12th of April in Aries, fire sign, passion. And we've got the full moon on the 21st in Scorpio. So Scorpios are very deep and passionate and the underworld and the dark things and nature and things like that. So we've got a fiery month. We're into Aries and it's about passion. What are you passionate about in your life? What is working for you and not working for you? What do you want more of in your life? And it's really, when I'm really down in that, it's about being in service, it's about helping people, and it's about activating that life purpose, why I'm here. So that's what I do. I step into that life purpose. So anybody that's watching me, please like this video, share it, because the more that we're sharing and caring, you know, I'm turning up and I'm trying to help you. And we're going to go through all of the astrology signs for Easter to just see what energy you're dealing with, that you're manifesting, how we can turn that around, maybe a couple of affirmations or activities that you can do to help you get through your Easter. Okay, so let's stop thinking about it because it's in the future. We're thinking about now. I don't want to have analysis paralysis about now, what am I going to do for Easter? Because it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, is meant to happen, and I trust Spirit will always put me where I need to be. Okay, let's have a look. So we're using the I'm a Master Magic Oracle cards that are available at lindawillowroberts.com.au. They are my own cards, and they're specifically for manifesting. So first up, we've got Aquarius. And, you know, with the Scorpio and Aries, it's a lot to do with relationships. Now, I said being a 5-year this year, I predicted, I think in November and December, I was doing my predictions, and it's all about community. It's all about looking after one another, the depth of relationships. And when you've got a passionate month like this, make sure that when you are passionate about something and you're speaking about something, it's not argumentative. So just have a look at that with your communication skills. Make sure that you always look at where it is in you rather than play the blame game, because 3D energy is blaming somebody else all the time. The 5D energy is when you're looking at you, it's having the time out, sitting with self, aligning and finding out what you need to know. Now, I also wanted to point out too, there's been a lot of people hacking, astrology people, and not just me, a lot of people, psychics, and they put their names underneath your comments, and they ask you to email you, or they're asking for money, $20 readings, those sorts of things. You will know that if you want a service with me, you go to my website, lindawillowroberts.com.au, you go up to the button, you go down to services, and that's where you find the information. Okay, Harley is saying, Linda, I see some vibes around you on your life, inbox me for a reading. So there we go. We've got somebody already trying to hack us. So if somebody's watching Karma Butler, can you please report that person? And there's already hackers on here. So we just ignore them. You don't need to do anything. Otherwise, you get to miss my messages and they're just ruining this experience for us. And that's not what I'm about. I give my information freely. I'm doing it on Facebook. We do readings, we have conversations, and these people want to pop on and try and scam some money out of you. So, like, if I had to say it, I'd say off, people, because, you know, you're not helping, and we are light workers. I've been doing this 35 years, and I'm coming on to help whoever I can help. So let's not get sucked into the scams. Okay, now, Easter, Aquarius, we're tapping on. So this is what we're doing. So when I'm doing an oracle card reading for somebody, I'm tapping on there and I'm saying, Spirit, I would like a reading for Aquarius, please, for Easter. So I'm putting the intent out to Spirit. I have a little bit of a shuffle. I didn't bring a water, sorry. I did say I had been sick. So where I'm putting it out to spirit, and then I have a shuffle and I go, okay, and I'm feeling and I'm tapping into spirit and I'm going, okay, so how does this spirit, how does this make Aquarius feel at the moment? Their Easter, what do they need to know? And so, and then when I feel like that spirit wants my hands to stop, I stop and then I pick one out. And then Own Your Shit is the card that came out. Now, the cards that I'm using might look a bit ratty, but I have taken these all around the world with me, and these are my own personal oracle cards, and they've been to every sacred site that I've been to. So the Great Pyramid, Egypt, Delphi, Greece, Stonehenge, Rosslyn Chapel, Brazil, Sedona. So just lots and lots and lots of places that they've been with me that I've mentioned that. They've been to the Glastonbury tour. So these cards are my own personal ones, and they look at, somebody said to me one day, why don't you use new cards? No, these are my cards. These have been with me everywhere, and I really made sure that they've got the juju in it. So Aquarius, own your shit. So this is talking about owning your knowledge, your experiences, your spiritual knowledge. So Aquarius, you're really independent. And sometimes the energy that we've had around us at the last month is like a withdrawn one. It's being on our own. It's finding the stillness and centering. And owning your shit is, okay, it's time. It's time to own your wisdom, own your knowledge, own that what you have to say and what you have to put in life is worth telling people about, Aquarius. It's about sharing your information. It's about digging in and knowing that you have got all the possible abilities that you need to get to where you need to go. So Aquarius, I would step into Easter feeling confident, feeling like, okay, I own what I know. You know, with our intuitive abilities, you know, we have that gut feeling. We know stuff. Sometimes I choose to ignore stuff, but you know, and own it. Own that you make good decisions for yourself, Aquarians. Okay, I just want to clarify it, Aquarians. So Spirit, for the Own Your Shit card relating to Aquarius in Easter. Now, I'm being a bit of a mailman, so I'm delivering your messages. What does Aquarius need to own in what specific area of Easter are they going to be needing that information? Okay, in releasing stuff. So this is the own stuff. So Aquarius, you could be releasing some things at the moment, and it's know you need to release. You know what you need to let go of. Linda said, have reported, Hardy. Thank you. Julianne said, I'm checking my order after I left the food place and they forgot the meat in my burger. That's funny. Okay, so it's releasing stuff, Aquarius. So you're owning your shit. So you're owning what you know. You're owning that you need to release stuff. It's time to move on. You make, like I said, you make good decisions for yourself, and it's the releasing of the things that are outworn and that you're moving on from that have no place in your life now. You've done the work. Now, Aquarius, I think that you need to release and let go and let God, and I think that that's really going to help you over Easter. And release the outcomes. You know, before I go anywhere, I always send the angels and love and ask Spirit, the Creator, God, whatever words you want to use, I always send them forward to wherever I'm going. So please put me in a bubble and put me there so that when I get there, that everything is of the energy that I need it to be. Lessons still come up, but, you know, there's no harm in partnering with Spirit. Okay, Pisces, what do you need to know? So we're tapping on the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards again. So Pisces, what do you need to know for Easter? Let's have a look. Pisces. I'm the mailman. I'm delivering the message. How can I help you manifest the Easter that's perfect for you, Pisces or Spirit? Okay, the Children card. This is a lovely card. I do like this, Pisces. So you're gentle, you like being alone, you're a water sign, but it's about your kids, you know, and it's about letting them be who that they want to be. And so when that comes to you, it's about you accepting that you're allowed to be authentic, that you are able to do things in life that is just for you, that, you know, no one else has to explain to you what you need to be like. When Pisces, when somebody starts telling you what you should and shouldn't be like, that's a red flag. Okay? So look at the Children card as in, yeah, Easter. It's about kids. But it's also about looking at things through new eyes, looking at things with curiosity, looking at things through, you know, that loving way a child looks at something new and they just look at the butterfly and just are just amazed by it. Be like that this Easter with everything and everybody that you're around. Really take in their not the synchronicities, their patterns and the things they do and their behaviors and how quirky they are, and just look at them in awe of looking at them new. Instead of thinking this is the same old Pisces, just look at people and situations with new eyes and just take in and stop and observe and be curious. And that's going to help you through Easter, Pisces. Be curious. Okay, what else, Pisces? I just want to clarify for the Children card a little bit further, Spirit, for Pisces for Easter. Let's have a look at what other messages this postman can deliver. Postwoman, postperson, no, postman. Let's have a look. Spirit. And the feng shui. So it's about clearing out old energies and old ways of looking at things, is how I would look the feng shui card with the Children, Pisces. It's definitely seeing things from a different perspective. It's clearing out your how you're fixated on same old and people's behaviours and things. Look at them. Be curious. Look at the situations and the people that are around you and really make sure there's the balance of yin and yang. There's enough time for play and enough time for work, those sorts of things. So have a look at that, Pisces, and make sure that you're balancing how you look at things with new eyes. But the feng shui is about yin and yang, balancing, having the flow. And being childlike is having a flow. It's going with the flow. Whatever's happening, they make the best of every situation. They're so bloody resilient, kids, and they're amazing. I love watching them. I love playing with them. I like spending that time just watching them watch the world. So that's for you, Pisces, for Easter. Okay, Aries. So we've got, what have we got? We've got new moon in Aries on the 12th of April. So it's very passionate for you, Aries. So you could be finding, but you could be a little bit comfortable and you need to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, and Spirit will push you that way, Aries. But anyway, let's have a look. For Easter for Aries, what do you need to know to help you manifest and have the best Easter that you can possibly have? Okay, let's have a look. You've got the Sacred Symbols card, Aries, which I really like. Now, the Sacred Symbols card is all about getting symbols and synchronicities and signs from Spirit and using them and working with them, Aries. So you've got the Phoenix rising from the ashes, Aries. You've got the Tree of Life. You've got the dragon. You've the Phoenix is up there, the infinity, the Ankh. There's all sorts of different symbols and signs on this card. It really is a beautiful card. So there's, you're rising from the ashes, Aries. You're really moving up. You're taking a step forward. You're noticing the synchronicities and the signs, and you're partnering with spirit and moving forward. It's also when we're getting together with people at Easter time, spirit might give you a little sign that you're okay. You know, I haven't, like I said, I haven't been so well in the last few weeks, and I've been not withdrawn, but I've been going within. And out the back where I've watched and looked at things out the back, sitting out in my backyard, and I just had a message, the low battery or Mac will soon, I've got to plug it in, so I'll have to run and do that in a minute. But there's been feathers out there, and so every time I've walked out there and seen a feather, I've sort of said to spirit, thank you very much. You know, thank you for putting that there for me. And so I need to plug in. So Aries, don't go away. Have a look at my bunny rabbit. Then I had to find my extension cord, but I'm not going to turn off because I haven't been on for ages, and I want to do this, but I want to keep this plugged in. So there you go, I've done it. So there's sacred symbols. So there's signs and symbols, Aries, so you really need to be aware of it. And when you're doubting yourself or your surroundings, really go into that place of, okay, spirit, show me what I need to see. Okay, so look at the signs and the synchronicities. Now, spirit for Aries, I just want to clarify what that means for Aries for Easter, in what sort of direction area, if we sort of can get a little bit more information. Let's have a look, Aries. Let's have a look. Okay, it's your foundation that you're putting, Aries, which is lovely. So this is saying that there's signs and synchronicities. You're working on your foundation. You're making sure what's in your life is there for your highest good. You're building a solid foundation. You're working like a big little bee and the tradie there that's working on this card. So there's signs and synchronicities, Aries, of what you need to know to help you building that foundation. So when you're doing something over Easter, ask spirit, sit with it. Now, the best way that I ask and partner with spirit, the first thing I say if I've got doubts is I release fear and doubt, because I want to know that gut feeling that I have isn't just fear. Won't be a moment. Sorry. And the foundation card, the foundation is that spirit will show you the signs and the synchronicities, Aries, that will help you put down the solid foundation. So when you're making a decision, ask spirit, please show me a sign. Is this for my highest good? And that's all really, Aries, what you need to say over Easter. Okay, Taurus, let's have a look. So tapping on the cards. So we're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards, which are my own manifesting cards, and I absolutely love them. I made them myself, and I made sure that they were very bloody logical. Okay, for anybody that's watching, please like and share this video. Okay, Taurus, what do you need to know to manifest a good Easter? What energies, manifesting energies are you working with, spirit? Can you please guide Taurus? I think, Taurus, you really need some guidance at the moment. I feel like you feel like a little bit in no man's land, and you probably don't know where to step forward. So, Taurus, let's have a look at that. The surroundings card. This is a really good card. I like it. We're talking about Easter and about spending time with family and friends. And this is the surrounding card. This is the surroundings with people that vibrate at a similar level to you, that are there for your highest good, that's unconditional love, that you know the difference. This is when I was talking at the beginning of the video, the people that you have around you, if you've got to think about them all the time and you have that analysis paralysis and you can't get something out of your head, they're not the right people to be around. If it flows and it's easy and there's no stress attached to the people that you have around you, then they're the right people that are in your life. They want you to succeed. They want you to grow, and that they're excited for your wins. They're not going to sit there and analyze, and they're there to support you. So that should not give you any analysis paralysis, Taurus. So be aware that the people that are around you are on the same level and are going for the same or similar goals. They're striving for what you're striving for. But Taurus, you look like that you're having a loving Easter with people around you, so that's really good. But I want to clarify with Spirit, is that something, Spirit, that Taurus needs to be aware of, to have that around them more, or is it meaning something else or some other tidbit message that this mailman can deliver Taurus to help them have a better Easter? And like I said before, remember, Taurus, that you can, if you're going somewhere with people, you can throw it out there, Spirit. Go and protect that area, put a lot of love into that area. As long as it's for everybody's highest good with no harm to anybody. Like, never try and manipulate a situation as a negative and try and exclude people from something, because that will bring a whole lot of karma back to you, and you don't want that. So what you're doing is you're projecting that wherever you go, there's going to be love. And the lessons that you learn are going to come easy. And over Easter, Taurus, you're going to have ease, grace, and joy. So that's the sort of thing that I would throw out before I went anywhere. So let's have a look, Taurus, in relation to surrounding Spirit. The gratitude. So that is really dead set. Your surroundings, you're very grateful. You've done the work. You've put yourself in that position. You're grateful for who's around you, Taurus. So that's you standing there. So Easter time, you're going to be, I'm so, so grateful for the people that I have in my life and the situations and the friends, the family, the connections, the places that you are, the surroundings. It means everything. It can, when the gratitude card comes up, it can be that your car got you somewhere, that you were able to be with somebody, that you had a beautiful sunrise, a beautiful day, or a beautiful storm, or you're grateful for everything, that you had enough cooking equipment to cook with, that you've got power or a generator if you're camping or whatever, but you're in a state of gratitude for where you are and who you're with and who you are. And that's a beautiful place to be in at Easter, Taurus. I really like that. I really like that. Okay, Gemini. What do you need to know for your highest good, Gemini, for Easter to help you manifest and have the best Easter that you could possibly have? Do you like my bunny behind me? I quite like that. I thought about Easter eggs and all those sorts of things, but no, I wanted a bunny. Okay, Gemini, what do you need to know for your Easter? How can you make it the best Easter possible? And what energies, Spirit, is Gemini working with over Easter? You got the children card as well, Gemini. So, look, you're adaptable, you're curious. So, Gemini, this wouldn't be hard for you to step into this children card. It really wouldn't be. But you also love being around children. You love having fun. You like being part of a community, part of a group. That's just part of being Gemini. So anything that you do, Geminis, you are really going to sit in that group sitting and have fun and joy, and make sure that even if you can't be with who you want to be with for Easter, you're still going to have fun. You're still going to make the most of it. You're still going to be having that joyful, unique Easter that you will want to have. You will make it that way, Gemini, because that's what you're like. Okay, Gemini. How can we, what other messages, Spirit, can we bring in to Gemini? I would like to clarify the children card and in what aspect exactly, Spirit, can this help Gemini in over Easter? Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look, Gemini. Sharers are carers. Okay. Let's have a look. Addictions. Okay. Addictive behaviours. So I've looked into this, Gemini. So I wanted to know in the children card and the addiction card came up. So this is really an important message for you, Gemini, for Easter. So you're at a gathering, and this could be about your inner child. So you could have feelings that come up over Easter. It's the addiction cards come up, so it could quite possibly be old patterns and habits and some inner child work that you need to work on. So this could be looking back, and you can do this, Gemini, and I know that it's Easter and you don't really want to do any self-work, but if something comes up and it rattles you, look at where it is within you. Your self-analysis tool is the best tool that you can have. So if something bothers you at Easter time or someone bothers you at Easter time, have a look. Where is that in you? Where did you feel that in the past? Is this a recurring pattern? Is this a lesson that you've had and you haven't worked on or learnt from? So whatever happens to us and how we react, Gemini, it is coming from somewhere from your childhood. And so that would be something that I would look at if I was you, Gemini, and do the work. Now, my book, 7/8 of Me, A Tale of a Spiritual Adventurer, has the steps that you use to get rid and unpack that and let it go. Now, I'm a strong believer of sitting and aligning and letting things come up. But I don't sit in it for very long because I want it to be worked on and released. So in the last 2 weeks, I've probably had 4 massages and theta healings with my theta teacher to release the blocks and the patterns that were holding me back, to help bring the next onion layer up so that I could clear that as well. So this is what you need to do. Have a look what is bothering you. Find out where it is in you, where that feeling or that irritant or that person irritating you or situation irritated you, where you felt like that in your life prior, because that is going to keep repeating itself with the same people, the same situations, and it's part of the addictive behaviour that you've allowed to happen. So the addictive behaviour, because the children card came up, I would say it's a pattern from your childhood to do with your inner child work. It's an addictive behaviour that you need to let go, Gemini. So I hope that helps you. I don't find that as a negative card. I find that as forewarned. I know if something comes up and triggers me, I'm going to have a look at that. Where's that in me? Let's go, Spirit. Let's work on it and get rid of it, because I don't want to come back next life and do all of this shit over again that I've done in this life. I've had the first half of my life was really bloody tough. I'm not coming back to do it next life. I'm going to make sure next life I'm having a breezy life. Thank you. Cancer. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, Cancer. So, Spirit, what sort of energy is the Cancerians working with over Easter? How can they tie in and tap in and tune into you and connect to you spiritually to help them manifest? So I think, Cancer, that's what you really need to do. You really need to tap into Spirit and really say, okay, Spirit, this is the mindset I'm going to have. This is the feeling that I'm going to have from now on, and do more of that. Okay, let's have a look. Don't forget to like and share this live feed, please. Okay, Cancer, you've got the Native American Shamanism card, which is really interesting, especially that it's at Easter. Now, the Native American Shamanism card, to me, I absolutely love it. Now, I did and created these cards before I went to Sedona. Now I look at this card and it just reminds me of Sedona. So it was a calling to go there. But I look at this card as it's an ancestral quest. You're with your family over Easter, Cancer, or you're in contact with your family, connecting, have a look at your family's quest. This is your vision quest. You can look at your family and it will give you answers, Cancer, to what you're manifesting, how you're thinking, what you're feeling. If you can work with and ask your ancestors to come into your dream state, they can, I always go when I'm open and receptive to the abundance of the universe, and I have thousands of ancestors behind me. You have. Use them. Tap into them. If you believe in spirit, God, angels, ascended masters, the hierarchy, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the High Council, the Creator, all of that, tap into your ancestors, because I'm damn sure most people will think, your passed over relatives are there, watching over you. I know they'll give me a sign if I say something to my mum or dad and say, Jesus, Digger, I need a sign. That was my dad's name. Something appears, and somebody will say to me, I can feel this really powerful presence. And that's what he comes through like. So tap in, Cancer, to your ancestors and ask them to help you. Like I said at the beginning before I pulled the card, tap into to spirit. It's birds in flight. It's the Native American flute music. You can listen to that and do a meditation and really connect in to that energy. It's about your ancestors, or you're tapping into original landowners' beliefs and start looking into in your country, wherever you are, their beliefs on shamanism. It's learning about that. But I'm going to ask Spirit, in relation to Cancer's Native American Shamanism card, how is that going to assist them at Easter? Are they going to sit around at Easter time and listen to, your older relatives and the stories and things like that? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Cancer. Native American Shamanism card and the surroundings. Yeah, I thought so. So, Cancer, this is saying your surroundings. You're going to be around your ancestors. You're going to be around older relatives over Easter. It's Easter. It's like bloody Christmas. That's what we do, right? I'm not saying anything that you don't already know. But what you can get out of this is going to benefit you. So if you're talking to your older relatives and you're around people that unconditionally love you, you're going to say and listen to their stories and ask them questions and learn from them. This is learning from older people. This is learning from their experiences, their wisdom, but they can see everything. And then you've got the ability to call in your ancestors that have passed over and tap into them. Okay, we've got another, I don't know what to call them anymore. Somebody's on there, Laura Camp. Okay, so please report this person. It is a hacker. It's somebody on there that's putting messages. So if somebody could report that would be great. So let's report them as they come up and I tell you about it. Somebody please take care of me. Somebody have my back. Spirit, thank you. And make sure that somebody reports them, because they are only, they'll just ask for money, email you. They're nobody to do with me. Okay, so we've got the Native American Shamanism card, Cancer, and the surroundings. So you're going to be surrounded by a lot of knowledge, and you can tap into your ancestors and they will guide you. Okay, Leo. Now, we all know I'm a Leo moon, a Leo rising, but I'm a Sag moon. So I don't just look at my sun sign, I look at my rising, I look at my moon, I look at where the planets are in my birth chart. If you wanted to do that, you can go to Google and type in birth chart calculator. They'll need your name, your address, the date you were born, the time that you were born, and where you were from, and then you'll get your birth chart. And it's really interesting to look at, especially when the planets are moving around. So let's have a look. Leo. I'm going to look at that a bit. Oh, quite good. So, Spirit, what does Leo need to know for Easter? Because my whole Easter's just been turned up and upside down. So what do we need to know, Leos, for Easter? So what would you like us to work with, Spirit? Forgiveness. Oh, my God. I thought I'd been working on stuff so hard, been releasing, I've been doing forgiveness. Spirit, oops. Excited then. Laura said, I'm sorry, I'm new here. Laura, I don't need you to do anything then, darling. Somebody else might be able to do it. It's just that we've got that people don't answer people that messaged under you or email them or inbox them or anything like that. They're nothing to do with me. Okay, so Leo, we've got the forgiveness. I got excited and I knocked the camera over. Now look at this forgiveness card. That person that she's forgiving, and it could be either or, it could be him and forgiving her or her forgiving him, or a situation or whatever, but it's the person's transparent. You don't need them to be there to forgive them, okay? What it does is it balances out your heart on the scales here, okay? In the Egyptian archetypes, they talk about at the end of your life, they measure your heart on the scales against feather. And Anubis comes on and sneaks his paw on there to put the feather down a bit so it sort of balances out. So this is saying that you need to let go and do the forgiveness, Leo. Let it go, because you don't need the unforgiveness in your heart. It will harden your heart. It will make it heavy. It will stop the spiritual flow. Manifesting is really hard when you've got unforgiveness in your heart. So for your sake, not the other person, do some forgiveness work at Easter. Now, also, just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you are saying their behaviour is okay. But you're forgiving them because they don't know any better. You're forgiving them because you no longer wish you've got past it. You know, I wrote Leo's 57,000 words of releasing, right, a while ago. And I thought it was going to be a book, and it wasn't. It was a releasing and forgiveness, and it was a big purge. It's what I call my big purge. And I did that. And after I emptied out, just so many opportunities just went bang, 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 bang. But that is not why I did it. I did it because I didn't want to own it anymore. I didn't want to be part of my story. I wanted to be the editor of my story. I wanted to change my life. And so I needed to change my vibration. So the forgiveness does all of that for you. It's really, really, really important. I will take that on board. Even though I've been doing this work for 30, 35 years, I will do more of that over Easter and let it go, so that it benefits me and I let it go. You know, that story of the first half of my life, that 57,000 words of releasing, I don't even remember half of that stuff now. I don't even need to read it. I don't even talk about it because it's gone. And that's what forgiving, partnering with spirit and doing the work and writing down and letting go. And that's what I haven't done. Sorry. I've done a lot of releasing and forgiving, but I haven't done the writing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, in relation to this, Spirit, Leos, what else can help us over Easter? And can you please clarify the forgiveness card and how it's going to help us manifest over Easter? Let's have a look. Leo, Leo, Leo. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got letting go, but that other card wanted to come out. So this is letting go. So what this is actually going to do, we're doing the forgiveness, Leo, and then we're putting it up to Spirit. So the letting go card and the forgiveness. So the letting go is different than releasing. The letting go is, we're doing the forgiveness. So we're doing the purging. We're making room for stuff. Then we're letting go what we want to bring in, the feelings that we want. So we're letting go of the idea of what we want it to look like, of the outcome, and we're putting it up to spirit, and we're saying, Spirit, I'm feeling like this, so I'm feeling like I'm happy, like I'm free. I love being free. I have been stuck in a bloody box and having to be a certain way and people telling me how I should and shouldn't be. I just want to be me. That's it, you know. So I let that go to spirit. And I want adventures, and I want to I don't want to say I want. I am feeling like that is all coming back to me. Okay, so I'm putting it up to spirit, and I'm going, okay, spirit, now I'm feeling like this, and I'm feeling, you know, like this is what I want to feel like forever. All I want is everything. And I'm putting it up to spirit, and they're bringing back, so they're transmuting all of that and washing it and cleansing it and surrounding it in unconditional love, and then they're going to bring situations down that are like that, okay? So the Leos, that's where you're at. You're at the forgiveness, the purging, and then the letting go of what you want to bring in for your highest good. And by matching the feeling that you want to have, it comes in a hell of a lot quicker. And when you start purging and you empty stuff out, it just goes bang, 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 bang. Okay, Virgos. Oh, I'm just having a hot flush. Hang on. You're only ever going to get me being real and me being me. And I really like being me. This is the best version I've been of me ever. And I worked really hard to get here, and I really still need to do work every day. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I don't live a perfect life. I have things that pop up, and I react in a human way, but then I figure it out. And that's me being authentic, okay? And I'm honest, and I will never bullshit to you, ever. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look. Virgo, what do you need to know for your highest good? Everything fell down again. That was a big oomph from Spirit, wasn't it? So playfulness card flew out. So let's have a bit of a shuffle and see what we get this time. So for Virgo, Spirit, what energy do they need to have? Maybe they need to loosen up and have a bit of fun and not be so dogmatic and naggy like I was just then. So let's have a look, Virgo. What do you need for Easter? Raise your vibration. You know, I said have some fun, Virgo. You really need to raise your vibration. So this is raising your vibration. So when I was just talking about Leo and I said that, okay, you've got to do the purge, then you've got to put it out there to Spirit and feel the feelings that you want to have. And this is Virgo. So this could be quite easily somebody that's a Leo-Virgo cusp, because this is telling a story. So this is raising your vibration because you want to match that vibration that you want to bring in. Sometimes it's just a tweak that you need to tweak it. You know, I had a conversation on the phone this morning to somebody. I said, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, it's not going to happen. So it's about you Virgos just doing, hi, Lynn. Yep, I need to go and have fun. I am a Virgo. Yep. And I think that the Leo and the Virgo are very similar at the minute. So, you know, you've got to do something different. You've got to tweak that. You know, you've just got to, the raising your vibration and raising the internal feeling. It's not something external. It is internal, the internal feeling of you being content, happy, in your sweet spot, confident. It's really hard. We live life. Things happen. You know, shit happens. You know, I've just had my whole Easter cancelled and I can't spend time with my daughter or see my daughter in Queensland. So I actually needed to go back and go, okay, what do I need to do? I don't believe things happen for no reason. Spirit, what do you want me to do? How can I make the most out of this? And it was like, I'm now getting time to do the things that I haven't had time to do. And I'm working with spirit and the energy to be aligned, to align myself back, to, I've been working on myself so hard in the last few months with this funny energy that's been in 2021 and figuring out who I am, what it is that I want to feel again in my life. Who do I want in my life? What situations do I want to do? And as I've done that, I've leveled up, and then this person's come back in, and I'm really happy, laughing with friends that I haven't seen for ages, that really get me, have known me forever, and have accepted me through all different stages. And so what that actually does is bring in the match for that energy. So it's bringing back in people that are depth in relationships. And so Virgo, what's the raising your vibration is going to do is, Lynn said, yep, shit happens, being stuck at home for months and told another 2 months emotions and thoughts a mess right now. Lynn, love to you, darling, and just connect into spirit, but raise your vibration, so there's got to be something that you do at home that you can tap in, and that gives you that spark in your eyes again. Even if you can get outside and just be in the sun and listen to some music, it is tough, darling. It is tough, and I haven't had that. My life to other people is quite an easy life. But I still have challenges internally that I have to deal with, darling. And you're at home for another 2 months, and you need your vibration raised to match what it is when you come out of being at home for that extra 2 months to match that. Let's have a look. Virgo, raise your vibration. So spirit, what else? Can we clarify? Raise your vibrations card for Virgo. And Virgos are so hardworking, and they want to do stuff, and they just don't like being still anyway. They want to be busy all the time, spirit. So how can we help them through Easter and manifesting for their highest good? Let's have a look. The playfulness card came up. Now, you saw me, Lynn, I shuffled that. The playfulness card came up. So it's got you really going to have fun. You're going to have to make fun of yourself. You're going to have to watch funny videos. I just started watching Schitt's Creek on Netflix this week, and I started laughing the first 4 episodes. I thought, oh, this is a bit corny, but then it cracked me up. And I thought, yeah, I need to be laughing. I need to be dancing. So I put the headset on, and off I went dancing around the kitchen. I need to air the house out. I opened all the doors and windows. It's having those people around that are playful with you as well. So when you raise your vibration, then those people match you. And so Virgo, it'll lighten your energy up, and it'll be easier when you're looking around and you're not so much in your head. Go back to your heart, out of your head, back to your heart. And when you do that, raising your vibration is a little bit easier. So have fun, muck around, play. So this Easter, whoever's around, play, Virgo. Play, have fun. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at what's going on. Do whatever you need to do to have some fun. So I hope that helps you, Virgo. Okay, Librans, what do you need to know for your highest good? Come on, Spirit. Librans, what do they need to know for Easter? To navigate through Easter for their highest good and manifest. We are using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. So let's have a look. Lynn said, saw it. Something needs to happen soon for better, or I will sink back into despair. Not good being alone in a remote area. No, it's not, Lynn. That's when you need to play more. That's when you really, and it's tough. I'm saying it to you. My daughter's in a remote area as well. But you have to, for you. So, watch something stupid, do something silly, laugh at yourself, even though they're at home, dress up, really make an effort for yourself. Okay, back to Librans. Librans. What do you need to know for Easter? Spirit, how can we guide and how can we deliver this message? Oh, there's more flowing out. I'm going to have a look. I'm not going to say what it was, though. Let's have a look. Librans, what do you need to know for Easter? Let's have a look. What's my next step? That is the only wild card in this pack. Librans, so you must not know where you're bloody going. You could have all different opportunities and just not know what's your highest good. So when this wild card comes out in the pack, the what's my next step, we hold it out anyway and we shuffle again and we go, okay, Librans, Spirit, they need to know what's their next step over Easter. So please help them with their decision-making process or the next step is for their highest good. Okay, this is the full moon. So what have we got? We've got a full moon in Scorpio on the 27th. So Librans, your next step is the full moon. So if you're trying to make a decision or asking when something's going to happen, it's more around the full moon. But this is also saying you come full completion. This is like a cycle. The new moon to the full moon is a cycle. You know, we get the new moon, the waning, the waxing, and we're heading up to the full moon, and it's like a building up. So whatever you're trying to decide, Librans, it's going to happen around the end of the month. Now, the end of the month, I think that Librans, you're going to find this a very positive month in April. I think that you're going to be able to work. There's going to be some momentum behind stuff, and I think that you're going to feel the full moon building up to, you know, this Scorpion energy. Now, Libran, you're only one behind Scorpio, so it's going to be a Scorpio full moon. So it is going to help, and you are going to feel the momentum working up to that. But I want to ask another card. So you really are having difficulty seeing the next step yet, but you'll see it as it gets towards the full moon, is what I'm getting. Okay, Librans. Okay, Librans, Spirit, how can we clarify the what's my next step in the full moon card for Librans over Easter for their highest good? Let's have a look. You got the feelings card. So this is how we're clarifying this, okay? So the what's my next step? So this is you, Librans, going, bloody hell, where am I going now? I've got this or this. I can go this way or this way. This is when you tap into Spirit and you go, okay, Spirit, I'm going to have a look at the signs, the synchronicities. How can you help me move forward? Now we've got the full moon. So as it gets to the full moon, you're going to be able to see the opportunities becoming a little bit clearer to you. You're going to see the signs. You're going to feel the pull. Right? But you've got the feelings. So you're going to have to mimic the feelings that you want to have. This is the feelings card. So if you want to feel peace, like lady's laying on her back floating in water, you know, she's feeling peaceful, then you have to do peace. It's like you don't just think it or say it or write an affirmation, Libra. It's that you actually have to feel that exact emotion, feeling internally that you want to have. And that way, Spirit's going to bring in those next steps around this full moon that's going to open the doors, and then you're going to have these steps that you're trying to figure out what is my next step. So if you want to be have a new job, I'm just going to, yep, okay, I've just cut the cards for you as well because I think that yours is a little bit more intricate, detailed than other people's. So if you're going to want to feel aligned and balanced and like you've got your shit together, then you have to practice doing that. That means that you can connect with Spirit. You can sit in the full moon. You can do some full moon journaling. You know, you can do some meditating. You can align, because this is the other card that I got for you, which was the Sacred Place card, Librans. So see, she's there and she's aligned. She's tapped in, switched on, connected, clear channel. And that means that she's really clear about the intentions that she wants, the feelings that she wants. So this is Libra, it's you've asked what's my next step, is getting clear on what you want to feel like. and doing more of those feelings so that that can be brought into you from spirit. So Librans, I know that you're fair-minded and I know that you like harmony and balance and stuff like that. Get clear about what you want, Librans, especially over Easter. Think about and connect and really balance, ground, anchor. You know, call in the white light and call it in to come through all your chakras and go right through your body, out your feet, into the earth star chakra and into the core of the earth, and sit with yourself and go, what is it? Be brave. What do you want to feel like? In any situation over Easter, Libra, say, how is this situation making me feel? Get clear on how you want to feel. I hope that helps, Libra. I was a little bit passionate about that, but I felt somebody needed to hear that, okay? So, Scorpio, let's have a look. Scorpio, what do you need to know? I'm just having a look at the timestamp for Scorpio because my daughter's going to ask, Mum, when was Scorpio on? And I can say it was 1 hour and 40-something seconds. Okay, let's have a look. Scorpio, Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know for their highest good over Easter? Let's have a look. Scorpio, what do you need to know for your highest good? Scorpio. Oh, my God. It is a Libra Scorpio. Now, I've just shuffled that, and what's my next step? Wild card in the pack has come out again. So I would say it's Libra and Scorpio. Remember I said when the full moon card came out for Libra, I said I feel like this is, because it's the Scorpio new moon, I feel like that Librans and Scorpio are sort of feeling the same thing. I wasn't wrong. I shuffled them. I tapped on the cards. I connected to spirit. I'm a clear channel. Like, I do bring messages through. So Scorpio, you're in no man's land. You're like, what do I do next? Like, this is not happening. That's not happening. But this and this options, do I really want to, or I'm getting, you know, when you get into a situation, Scorpio, with what's my next step, you know, it's the wild card in the pack, so we'll shuffle again. But don't try and make shit into strawberry jam. Don't think, well, Scorpio's thinking, well, this is the only option that I've got, so I'm going to have to do that. No. It could be a test from spirit. It could be like, you know, this isn't the whole cup. This isn't like, now I'm talking tarot. It's not the whole, it might be, I did listen to a guy yesterday and he said, you've got 9 cups, but you're after 10 cups of love, not 9. So, Scorpio, don't just accept what's in front of you. Don't just try and make whatever's in front of you work, okay? What's my next step? Let's have a look, Scorpio. What's my next step? Let's have a look. Spirit, I'd like to clarify. Well, no, not clarify yet, because we really are. We're shuffling again. So, but what's my next step specifically for Scorpio? It's your full moon at the end of the month. So it's going to let you go within a little bit, I think, and just have a look at what you do want. You know, let's have a look. Let's have a look, Scorpio. Finding passion. It's finding what you're passionate about. It's finding passion. It's not necessarily finding passion with somebody else. It's finding passion within. You know, Scorpio, what rocks your world? What can you do that actually fills that void? You've got to do it. You can't, somebody external can't fix that void for you. You have to do it. You have to find that hobby, that thing that lights up your eyes. Like spirituality, this has always given me energy. This has always put me in my sweet spot. Being in service to spirit and helping people navigate through life is what spiritually is what rocks my world. You've got to find what rocks your world. But even though that it rocks my world, there still has to be a balance. I can't still do this all the time. I can't still keep doing spiritual work all the time and expecting that to be enough. I have to do the things that creatively. I paint, and I've been thinking about doing some paintings lately, and I haven't pulled them out. I need to do them. I do resin paints and I work with acrylics and resin paint and different other materials. But I need to do that because it gives me energy, and it gives me a still mind, and it gives me that peace. So finding passion, Scorpio, with what actually lights up your eyes, but not somebody else, not something else. It's got to be within, that you can do on your own for you. Okay, you're an introvert and an extrovert, Scorpio. You do like that time to yourself, and you do like time with other people. And most of the time, Scorpio, it's when it suits you. But you need to, when there isn't anybody around, and you need to find that you can do, that hobby, that thing, not just going off and doing something with somebody else, but that thing that your soul craves for. And that is what passion is. It's not somebody, it's what your soul craves. And when you feed your soul with the passion, then Spirit will bring more of that passionate feeling and love of life back into your world. Okay, let's clarify for Scorpio, the finding passion. What's my next step? Have a look. I'm a little bit passionate myself about things. Please like this page. Please share this live feed. Please go over to my YouTube channel and like Linda Willow Roberts. We're clarifying what's my next step, finding passion for Scorpio Spirit. How are we going to clarify that? Addictive behaviours. Scorpio, addictions. I am going to get naggy now. Okay. Trying to fill that void with external things doesn't work, Scorpio. Okay. So what actually happens, when you've lost the lust of life and you feel like everything's a bit blah, meh, you try and fill it. You try and fill it with people and things and try and hold on. Well, I have to do this with the person. I have to do that. That's an addiction, and it's addictive behaviour. When we're living a wholesome life holistically, we're happy with our own company. We have things in our life that we're passionate about, that we can do as self. So the addictive behaviours could be addictive behaviours. They could be self-sabotaging. You're trying to fit something into a round peg in a square hole and make this work because this is all available to you. Or it could be drugs and alcohol and gambling or any of those things. But most of the time when you're looking at finding passion, it can be addictive substances as well. And people doing things to try and block out what's actually not happening in their life. And you can always, Scorpio, seek professional help. You can call in Sekhmet, Archangel Raphael, Hilarion, any of the healers, and ask them to help you with your addictive behaviours. You can call in Spirit and ask Spirit to help you find the passion that you need to feel internally in your life to feel that void so that you're the better version of you. So Scorpio, maybe over Easter, instead of doing something self-sabotaging and trying to go and do something to have that quick fix to fill the void, that you find what it is that you want to do in your life, in your spare time, what rocks your world. So have a look at that. Okay, Sagittarius. So I have a Sag moon, so that's my inner world, my emotions. So Sagittarius, what's happening in Easter? Spirit, what have we got for Sagittarius over Easter? Let's have a look. What do you need to know for your highest good? What energy? We're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards so that we can get a heads up of how we're manifesting energy at Easter time, how it's affecting our astrological signs. And Sagittarians, I want to pull that out. I'm going to put it back. Sagittarians, it's come out. It's flipped out anyway. What's flipped out? Okay, the children card. Have fun. Think about your kids. Your emotions are to do with your children. Sagittarians, it's about being authentic as well. When you get the children card in this respect and you're a fire sign, I really think it's about you being authentic, Sagittarians. It's about you being accepting of who you are. It's about the people around you letting you be you. When we have children, we nurture what they want to do in life. They want to do this sport or this activity or learn this or do that or go here. And we take them to those places because we let them be authentic and we let them find the things that they're passionate about and the things that they love. And we try and nurture that. So Sagittarians, nurture your inner child this Easter. Have a look and watch you laugh, have fun, be authentic. So I really think that Sagittarians, that you really need to nurture your inner child and do the things that you like doing and be authentic. So Spirit Sagittarians, how can we clarify the children card in relation to them manifesting over Easter? Manifesting the best Easter that they can possibly have. Let's have a look. We got the Native American Shamanism card. Oh, I love Sedona. It just reminds me of Sedona. I had such a lovely time, such good connections in Sedona. I really can't wait till I go back. So, Sagittarian, children and Native American shamanism. Well, that's telling you something. So, excuse me. We're looking at the children and the shamanistic card, which we're calling on our ancestors. Maybe there's Sagittarians, there's some inner child work that you need to do over Easter. Maybe that you are seeing behavioural patterns that are affecting you over Easter that have to do with your ancestors. Shamanism card is connecting to Native American shamanism is so very special. It has so many different layers to it. It is anything from the belief, it's any Indigenous country population. It's it's learning from the earth, learning from the spirit realm, learning about the rainbow serpent and the white buffalo, and all over the world in the different cultures. It's tapping into that knowledge that's there that can help you with your childhood issues. It's looking back at your ancestors and why they did what they did and learning from that. You know, that the greatest thing I think I ever did, Sagittarians, was I found out, so I live in Tasmania, and Tasmania was an island, and I wrote about it in my book, 7/8 of Me, A Tale of a Spiritual Adventurer. And Tasmania was once called Van Diemen's Land, and it was a colony, an English colony, and prisoners were sent from, instead of being hanged when they stopped that in England, they sent them from England to Tasmania. So Tasmania is a little island under Australia. And so I found out my first ancestor came to Tasmania because he was deported from England and he was sent to Tasmania for highway robbery with his brother. Now, without him doing that, I wouldn't be in Tasmania, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. But unfortunately, a lot of stuff happened to the original landowners when that here was colonised. And the best thing that I ever did was find out where I came from, and I went to that place. And I learned a lot about myself spiritually. And I felt a little bit disconnected because I really am, even though I was born here, this is not where my ancestors are from. So when I went to where my ancestors are from, I thought, now I know why this feels like home. So Juliana just said, you just said rock your world for Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio and just posted a pic of Crystal Rock. That's really cool. So that was the best time, is to find out where I came from. So I can now tap into that, my ancestors that are around the world. And even when we do the DNA and we see where people connect the dots of where they're from, it feels wholesome because we know that information. It's the same as when we connect to our inner child and we tap in and feel that inner child at a certain age and a situation happened and how that made us feel. So Sagittarians, you can really ask your ancestors to help you with your inner child work that you need to do, and I'd be tapping into that. Have fun with the children that you're around and really tap into your ancestors, Sagittarians. Okay, Capricorn. What are we on? We're on an hour 15. Woohoo! Okay, Capricorn, let's have a look. For your highest good, what do you need to know for your Easter? Let's have a look. Capricorn, what do you need to know? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, Capricorn. Letting go. So this is about letting go of expectations, Capricorn. So, wow. Putting it up to spirit, partnering with spirit. Now, Capricorn, we know that you like things done in a certain way. Sometimes it can't, though, and sometimes that we just need to let go of our expectations because we don't know what's going to happen. When we work with the now, we're not sure what's going to happen. In the spiritual flow and go from one synchronicity to the next on the magic carpet that is spirit, we need to let go of what we think needs to happen or something needs to look like. And Capricorn, sometimes that's a little bit hard for you, but this Easter, you really need to put things up to spirit and trust that it's all unfolding for your highest good in the way that it needs to unfold. It's about saying to spirit, I give over this situation, this idea, this desire, this affirmation, and bring it back to me, transmute it in unconditional love and in positive way for me, for my highest good to move forward. So Capricorn, that's going to help you get through Easter. That's going to help you loosen up. That's going to help you put it out there to spirit. That's going to help you not have the expectation of what you think something looks like. Okay, Capricorn, let's clarify. Letting go, spirit. How can we clarify this for Capricorn over Easter? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Capricorn. Sacred symbols. Look, Capricorn, you're goal setters. You love having goals. You love planning. You like having something to set your sights on to move towards. Like I said, this letting go card isn't about releasing. It's like putting it up to spirit. But when you put it up to spirit, your ideas, goals, and those sort of things, you need to let spirit have room to move. And the sacred symbol card is that they're going to show you. They're going to give you the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, so that you're not going to miss it. So if you let go of this balloon, you're juggling, that they're all going to fall down. No, they're not. You're going to need to give it over to spirit, and spirit will give you the signs, the synchronicities, and the symbols that you need to. Now, on this card, it's got all the symbols. But what I think that you need to be a little bit more precise about, if you wanted to be precise, is what is it that you want? What do you want to feel like? So on the sacred symbols and that are on the card, they're all different aspects to our life. There's love and there's money, there's happiness, there's longevity, that's firing up. It's being grounded and rooted. And I'm just looking at them. The anchors is life force. I have a tattoo of that on my neck. Buddha is about, being aligned, being one. And there's prosperity stuff on there. So in different aspects of your life. This is how Capricorn spirit is going to give you the signs and the synchronicities to all aspects of your life. So you might be setting a goal for career or prosperity, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to put that up to spirit, let them transmute it and bring it back for however is for my highest good, and I bring that energy in now. But it's also talking about in every area of your life, Capricorn, not just prosperity, money. It's talking about every aspect. You can put it up to spirit and you can go, here, have that spirit. Even if something's not working or doesn't happen over Easter, that's exactly how you want. It could be just disappoint you, or just you feel like this is not exactly how I had it working out. Put it up to spirit and go, spirit, please transmute it for my highest good. And they will send back the sacred symbols and the signs that you need to be able to see where you're stepping forward. So release fear and doubt, Capricorn. Okay, that's all the astrological signs for Easter. I hope that you enjoy that. I hope that you share and like this feed. You know that I'm using the I'm a Manifestor magical oracle cards that I've created. You can find them on lindawillowroberts.com.au. They're going to help you manifest. We're talking about energy. We're talking about how we can feel better, what the energy is around us. Look forward to the Aries new moon on the 12th of April. I think it's going to be a very productive month, April. I think that we're going to get a lot done. I think we're going to be passionate. We're coming to the end of it with Scorpio, which can mean that, we're quite externally busy, working, passionate about our ideas, our projects, and then we get to the end of the month and then we've got to go internal and go, okay, where does that fit with me? What do I need to adjust? So enjoy the month, have fun, lighten the load, out of your head, back into your heart, and just have a wonderful, safe Easter. And whatever denomination that you are in whatever way you celebrate it, my heart to yours. Love you. Bye.